10 Nights of Dreams, Natsume Soseki, the Fifth Night Interpretation Experiment. The Reversal of Myth and Eternal Hatred. I had a dream like this. The fifth night opens with this familiar phrase, which was broken in the fourth night. The stage instantly leaps to a wild mythological world, a time close to the age of the gods, a giant enemy general with connected eyebrows, marking a clear departure from the modern landscape seen so far, and the extreme situation of being forced to choose life or death by the bonfire. This time, we will conduct an interpretation experiment to unravel this beautiful yet gruesome tale from the unique perspective of the reverse mythology structure. Verification 1. The Reversed Hero Archetype. Throughout ages and cultures, myths have a golden pattern. Like Orpheus in Greek mythology or Izanagi in Japanese mythology. It's a story of a man who goes to rescue his loved one from the underworld. However, Soseki brilliantly reversed this structure. The protagonist of this work is a defeated prisoner of war, a thoroughly passive existence who can do nothing but sit cross-legged on the grass and wait for death. Conversely, the woman is the one who acts proactively. She leaps onto a barebacked horse without a saddle and gallops through the darkness, making the horse breathe pillar-like breaths of fire. From the man who goes to rescue to the man who can only wait. This reversal gives the story an inescapable sense of frustration and impatience. Verification 2. The unreasonableness of the Amanojaku. Many tragedies in myths are depicted as the result of reaping what one sows by breaking a taboo oneself, such as do not look back. However, what tears the fifth night apart is not a mistake made by the two lovers. It is a single lie, the mimicking of a rooster's crow by an Amanojaku lurking by the roadside. That is pure external malice. No matter how deeply they love each other or how much effort they put in, everything is destroyed by the whimsical prank of a completely unrelated third party. This absurdity is the true nature of the despair at the core of this dream. Consideration. Negative eternity, carved in rock. Despairing at the rooster's cry, the woman plunges into a deep abyss. At the end of the story, the protagonist declares, as long as these hoofprints remain carved into the rock, the Amanojaku is my sworn enemy. The first night depicted an eternal love of waiting 100 years. However, what is presented in this fifth night is an eternal hatred that will never fade, just like the scars carved into the rock. If he had lost her due to his own mistake, he might have been able to accept it by blaming himself. However, the sorrow of being robbed so unreasonably loses its outlet and is sublimated into pure hatred. How did you find the commentary on the fifth night? In the first night, we saw a story of ultimate romantic love, the quiet, eternal act of waiting for 100 years. In stark contrast, the fifth night hurls at us a never-ending eternal hatred on a grand mythological scale. It portrays the sheer helplessness of a human being who can do nothing but wait in the darkness, and the merciless intervention of Amanojaku, the embodiment of unreasonable fate. By daring to reverse the classical mythological structure, Soseki visualized the anger and sorrow toward the absurdities we suddenly face in life. As the painful hoofprints gouge deeply into the rock, it is truly striking how 10 Nights of Dreams transcends being a mere collection of beautiful fantasies and sharply depicts the light and shadow lurking in the depths of the human heart. The white lily of the first night and the hoofprints left by the dark abyss of the fifth knot. This vivid contrast may be the very essence of the immeasurable depth of Soseki's literature. The next story is The Sixth Night. It continues with the famous tale of Unkei carving the Neo statues. A completely different and mysterious landscape awaits, where the modern and the classical intersect. Let us continue to dive together into the depths of the dream world left behind by Soseki. Thank you for joining me until the end. Please share your interpretations in the comments section.